Deny DUI, short for Deny Driving Under the Influence, is a student-led public health campaign that focuses on educating its audience on the dangers and risks of driving while intoxicated or under the influence of drugs that can impair one's driving abilities. The campaign also touched on a variety of alternatives to driving under the influence, such as personal ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft. The primary audience that the campaign targeted was college students from ages 18 to 22, since they are among the most common demographic to get involved in driving under the influence. Deny DUI focused on getting this audience engaged in the campaign and hoped to help many students make safer decisions before getting behind the wheel intoxicated and putting their lives, as well as the lives of those around them, at risk. In order to successfully reach this target audience, Deny DUI used Instagram to post daily pictures, videos, and quizzes that centered around the campaign topic. Here is a short but informative overview of the campaign and what took place over the course of the 2 weeks it was in motion. Our campaign was very successful in carrying out the goals that we set in the beginning. By the end of the campaign, we had a total of 21 followers, which means that we gained between 1 and 2 followers each day that our campaign was active. We reached 43 accounts, had 140 interactions with our content, and received plenty of support from our audience in the comments of many of our posts. We got our audience engaged in both of the 2 surveys or quizzes that we posted on our story. We reached 14 accounts with our first quiz and 15 accounts with our second. We also got our audience engaged in both of the videos that we created. Our first video touched on a few options for getting home safe instead of driving under the influence, such as Uber and Lyft. Our second video reviewed each of the key points that we touched on in all of our posts from the past 2 weeks of our campaign, and anyone who watched should have succeeded on our second quiz because the questions were taken from information that was put in the video. We also posted a sad but true YouTube video about a young college student who took the risk of driving under the influence and got 2 of his friends killed and 1 severely injured. This video showed our audience the scary reality of what can happen if they make similar decisions as the young man in the video did. In total, our self-made videos received 33 views, and the YouTube video that we posted received 20 on its own. One last success of our campaign was that we were consistent with our posts and the times that they were posted every day. We made sure to post at 11 a.m. or around 11 a.m. every day that we planned on posting, which kept us honest with our audience and helped us meet their expectations as well as ours.
Although our campaign was very successful, we did face some challenges along the way. Some of the challenges that we faced throughout the process included maintaining a consistent number of likes on each of our posts. We were originally hoping to receive a consistent number of likes on each post we made, but the numbers were much higher on some days and much lower on other days. A consistent amount of likes would have shown us that most of the same people were seeing our posts, enjoying them, and ultimately engaging with our campaign throughout its entirety. We did not receive the feedback we had hoped for in this case. Another challenge we faced was gaining a decent amount of followers besides the ones we had reached out to. Most, if not all of our followers, were in our class or close friends at school who we had mentioned our campaign to. Although we got plenty of support from our classmates and friends, we would have liked to see support from those who may have stumbled upon our page and found our page interesting and informative and had decided to follow us along our campaign's journey. One last challenge that we faced throughout our campaign was getting our followers to repost our pictures or videos on their accounts or Instagram stories. This was one of the main ways we were hoping to earn a decent following because it would have been a great way to spread word to many other people about our campaign and hopefully urge them to follow us. Unfortunately, this did not happen, but we were still able to reach a good amount of people throughout our campaign, and hopefully we have educated them on drinking under the influence.
In this section, I'll talk about our campaign's progress towards our KPIs, or our key performance indicators. We had 3 SMART objectives for our campaign, and each one had a respective KPI. First off, our first SMART objective was that we wanted to receive 1 comment on at least half of our posts by the end of the 2-week campaign, and the KPI for that was the number of comments. Our actual data for that was that 5 of our 19 posts received at least 1 comment. Next was at least 50. We wanted at least 50% of our followers to take part in various survey questions and polls posted on our survey. The KPI for that was the percentage of poll and survey responses, and we had 12 total accounts who took part in the first survey and 11 total accounts who took part in the second survey. So both of those numbers exceeded 50% engagement. Our third SMART goal was that by the end of our 2-week campaign, at least 50% of our followers like posts indicating that they have read the risks that are present when someone decides to drive under the influence. The KPI for that was the percentage of likes, and out of the total possible number of likes, 399 if every follower liked every post, we received 171, which is about 42%.
Some lessons that we learned. If we were able to run this campaign again, I think we should get people to engage more by posting more on our actual story. We posted a lot on our profile, but not on the story. I think we should have continued to post on our regular profile, but then shared it to our story saying things like, if you read this, go like this post. If you are enjoying our feed, go like this post or go like a couple. Just encouraging others to go to our page and interact with it other than just looking at it. We could also get more engagement if our followers were to share our posts with their friends. So we could also make a post on our page saying, share this with your friends. So we are directly asking them to share, because some people aren't going to share unless you ask them to do so. We could also work with other pages that are similar to our own, so we can widen our reach by using other pages' audience, and they can use ours as well.